Facebook in hot water after the site was used during those violent protests. Welcome back. Fire for violating the rights of Black Lives Matter protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin. There is a lawsuit and it's been filed accusing the social media platform of denying those protesters their rights to assemble and to equal protection under the law.
So joining Anita and I this morning to better understand what's at stake is Daliah Safer of the Safer Law Offices here in Chicago. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hey, I want to set the stage. So a group known as the Kenosha Guard created a Facebook page. They called armed citizens to protect our lives and property. They asked people to take up arms and defend Kenosha from what they called, and these are their words, evil thugs. Hundreds of people alerted Facebook that this post incited violence. Facebook, though, refused to take it down. As we know, Daliah, 2 people were killed. So my first question to you is, does this case have merit?
Well, this is not the first time a social media platform has been targeted for the bad acts of others, terrorism, mass shootings. People are using social media platforms to disseminate information about where to go and where to be and when possibly to incite violence. All social media platforms, however, have this protection under a statute called the Communications Decency Act. In this particular lawsuit, Facebook is not being sued for anything other than negligence. They're asserting that Facebook has some affirmative duty to protect us and to police what's happening. I anticipate Facebook is going to respond and say anything we do in order to moderate content or remove content is optional, and it's done for the betterment of the community. But they're going to argue that they don't have any actual legal liability to remove the content.
Well, that was my next question, actually. You know, Zuckerberg is admitting that the platform, Facebook, made an operational mistake here. So is that any kind of admission of guilt? Could that be brought up in court?
Well, think about that, right? It's an operational mistake. And so, it's a very carefully worded statement, I think, because it's not a legal it's not, like I said, it's not like they have an affirmative duty. There's no law that says if you have this platform, you must moderate it. Again, it's best practice to do so. And there's been creative ways to try to circumvent this statute, this law that says platforms have immunity liability. So we're going to see, us lawyers are going to be interested in seeing the outcome. But I can tell you that it's not a unique case. It's not the first time that Twitter or Facebook or any other social media platform has been targeted by a victim of a terrorist attack or mass shooting or some bad act of another individual or group.
And there are other issues, Daliah, at play here. There are a lot of people concerned that other militia groups might use Facebook or other platforms to mobilize at polling places as a way of intimidating voters. So given what we know and given your understanding of the law, can anything be done to stop that from happening?
I think the best thing is this kind of public scrutiny and public backlash and attention. If nothing else, what these lawsuits do is put Facebook in the spotlight that says, hey, Facebook, people are watching what you're doing as a platform. You have a big responsibility because you're so ubiquitous in everyone's lives and you are such an important platform for this type of congregation. So more media attention, more reporting of bad posts and bad groups is going to keep Facebook accountable.
Well, we would love to continue speaking with you this morning. Definitely have a lot of questions about this. Darn it, I want to talk to you more, but I am being told, no, we have other people we got to interview this morning. So I want to thank you, Daliah, for coming on this morning, giving us your perspective on this, because we know this is this is kind of an area that you specialize in. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
You too.